What's up, guys? Welcome to the third episode of Dreamers Club. On today's show, we have Mvelo, the co-founder of Zaio, a tech company driving African innovation. To hear more about their story, make sure to stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Welcome to another episode of Dreamers Club. On today's show, we have Mvelo. Thank you very much for joining us on today's show.
Thank you for allowing me to be on the show.
It's a pleasure, man. I first want to start with your story.
Yeah.
Who is Mvelo?
Who is Mvelo? Mvelo's a dreamer. So it's quite fitting that he's on the Dreamers Club.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've just always been a person who's just been driven by doing a bit more. So it's just looking out for what's the next thing, what's the next opportunity. Pretty much that's who Mvelo is. He's always looking out for something to do, over and beyond what he's actually just doing at the time. Yeah.
So, when did you first get your taste of entrepreneurship? I don't think I'd be able to pinpoint a specific moment. It's just been a thing of just in life in general. It's just been, okay, cool. You've wanted to try this out, you've wanted to try that out. I've always been a person who's read a lot as well. So you kind of read up on really cool stuff that's happening. Because like now I'm in the tech space, right? And that for me has always been something that's driven me. As much as I'm probably not studying something in that field, it's always been something that's always interested me. Yeah.
Yes, as like a child growing up, I've sold a few things here and there. I know I used to also sell like sweet packets and chip packets at my mom's school actually. Because she teaches. So there's been things here and there where you have tasted entrepreneurship. But fully going in, I guess it started first year where I actually decided, okay, I actually want to start something that's going to carry me post, my stay at UCT. Yeah.
So is this Gazi Tech that we're talking about?
It's Gazi Tech. We actually changed the name.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
what did you change the name to?
We rebranded. It's Zaio.
Zaio. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
And it's taken from the Zulu word Zaio, which means future or to come. So we took the Ogo part out and then just said Zaio. Yeah. And we changed the spelling of it, so it's Zaio. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow, it's a great name. It sounds like a great name. Totally.
Yeah.
So you're talking about starting with Gazi Tech, with Gazi Tech, which is now known as Zaio.
Yes.
Right. So how did your journey with starting Zaio begin?
It was actually like a conversation between a friend and myself. We were chilling at the cafe, so he's also like into the whole tech space. It's a guy that I met in first year. We were just chatting about, troubles that we were facing as entrepreneurs in terms of you want to get like something built, like an app or a web app or whatever. And the first point of call is your friends or peers at least that are studying comp sci, and because tech is very expensive.
Yeah.
So you hit them up. They'd be excited like for that week or whatever, and then after that they lose momentum because they don't have much of an incentive. They need to build the thing while it looks like you're not really doing much because you're waiting for them to finish it so you can like take it to market. So it was around that. That was me venting on my side, and then for him it was a thing of, because he does comp sci, he couldn't land like a job at like internship at least at Google or Intel, all of the big companies that everyone wants to work for. So the reason why he couldn't was because he didn't have like experience. He hadn't built anything outside of school. So it was a thing of, how do we get the two together? How do we solve both problems? And that's how we decided, you could get like student developers to build tech for like startups or entrepreneurs for them, it gives them a good CV or gives them a good portfolio based on things that they built. They have a track record. They can walk into your Googles, your Intels, your Microsoft and be like, hey, I built this. And and then for your entrepreneurs, it's a thing of, okay, cool, I have something, I have a prototype I can take to market. Do product market fit, and see if people actually respond to the product as they ask. I mean, as they assume, instead of spending a huge amount of money and then it really doesn't come into fruition.
Your company is a tech company, as it's been discussed. But I'm sure, like in the building of it, there's more to it than just it being like a technology company.
Definitely.
So can you like elaborate on that? What else is it that makes
well,
Zaio,
it's client engagement. There's a lot of client engagement. There's a lot of partnership, so like corporate relations where you're dealing with other companies trying to secure a partnership. Just one example is like an accelerator. So an incubator is, I'm not sure if I should explain. An incubator is basically another organization that builds other people's businesses. So you in this organization they'd have like a lot of companies inside, so say between like 5 and 10, and then obviously they require like something like tech and stuff. So it's going to those people and trying to foster a working relationship with them, or a partnership at least, and saying, hey, can we build tech for your guys? So it's not just a thing of we looking for one-on-one people, it's also going to like companies like that and saying, okay, we want to build tech for you. Another thing is the developers that we have on our platform, once they've reached their final year, they're obviously going to have to look for jobs. So it's helping them move into a good job afterwards. So a whole recruitment element. So it's not just building the tech. Once you build the tech, you've got a good profile. Now we also help you to try and get that job.
Zaio is making a big impact on young developers that are keen to learn coding challenges and developing projects for themselves and to make money whilst doing that. So I think they're really doing the best thing possible for young developers.
And actually, Zaio's personally, it's been quite a revolutionary thing in my mind, because I've never thought that I'd be able to learn for free and then get paid to even sharpen my learning skills. And then after that, go ahead and get a job while they're building a whole portfolio for you. So I think it's actually quite a very, very nice, it's a win-win for everybody. So yeah, I'm joining Zaio now,
You changed the name, right? The name more means now the future. Right. So for Zaio, what does the future look like?
It touches more on our vision, where we're trying to cultivate young African tech leaders that will drive African innovation into the future. So that's what we're trying to do. That's why we wake up in the morning, is to build these African tech leaders, because we believe that the next innovation in the world will come from Africa, and it's we want to play our part in that. So that's where the inspiration for Zaio comes into
Amazing. Amazing. Before we started the interview, we were talking about sacrifice, and you were just telling me about the amount of sacrifices you guys as a team have made. Can you go into that? And
it's a lot of things. So if you met any one of us in first year, it would have been a thing of, okay, these guys they do okay in school. I mean, certain things meant a lot to us then. So I know people in our team, there's people that were in Golden Key, there was Dean's List, there was all these academic awards that you find at university, and for someone or a student that means quite a lot. So that was the first thing that we knew that needs to go. You're gonna be trying to make Dean's List. You better not. You're gonna be focused on the business itself. And I mean that was that wasn't a very difficult decision to make. I know for me it was a thing of, dude, okay, like, honestly, this doesn't actually find me anymore.
Yeah, as long as you pass.
Exactly, as long as I pass. Yeah, so that was the first thing. Outside of that, it was, I mean, there are days where you really want to go do something, like with your mates or whatever, and you know that you can maybe have like a really important meeting or presentation tomorrow, so you can't really. But that doesn't happen as much. So I think there's just a myth around the whole, you need to always be behind your desk, you need to always be, you can't go out. I mean, honestly think there's a myth around that. Dude, we still have like a lot of time to do things like that.
Yeah.
You'd actually be really surprised how much time you have outside of your school books when you properly manage it. So that's something that we had to learn. Yes, we probably spend less time on schoolwork, but we learn to work a bit more efficient. Just to touch more on that, so we all had to extend our degrees. I should have been finishing, well, we all should have been finishing this year, but we're all finishing next year now, so we spread out our final years over this year and next year just to give us a bit more time, especially now because we're trying to get like a runway, we're trying to do as much work as we can so that when we're about to graduate, it's actually a going concern. It's not a thing of now we're jumping in with both feet and there's nothing there, there's no business. So that's why we had to do like extend our degrees.
That is like a huge step.
That
is a huge step, and it shows commitment.
Definitely.
It shows commitment. So you guys are a team of 7 now.
Yeah, now we're 7. It's quite a big team. Very difficult. But it's fun, you know. You feed off different energies, and for me that's what's important because I love people, and for me it was just a thing of, okay, 7 people, it's a challenge, but definitely gonna love the energy that's gonna be in that room. It's different cultures, different backgrounds, different genders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have ladies on the team.
Yes. We have
that's
ladies
amazing.
on the team, you know? So now when we tackle an idea, it's not a thing of it's coming from four guys. 2 black guys and 1 Indian guy. That was a team before. Now it's a thing of, okay, there's a female voice, there's an Indian voice, there's a black voice. Our advisors, we have an advisory board as well of 8 people. That's even more diverse in the team itself. So that's people in different fields, different cultures, different races, etc. So perspective is like you honestly feel the pressure, and then you're like, Phil, why am I actually even doing this? I was actually chatting to a friend 2 days ago about this, and because it happens periodically where you're like, okay, there's a lot of pressure now, school's picking up, the business is picking up, what do I do? But I mean, I guess if you have a good support around you, you're able to calm down, focus, and just work, you know? But outside of that, it is quite exciting where you move from the university environment and you go into people that actually work, like do this for a living, like full time. You're like, flip, man, this is a whole new world, and you realize how much of a bubble you live in UCT, and you appreciate that. Okay, I'm doing this. You appreciate the fact that I'm in touch with the people that I will be in touch with 2, 3, 4 years from now. And some of the most exciting things is meeting, like CEOs or the C-suites of one company. You're like, flip, like if I was just doing school, I'd probably meet these people 10 years after being promoted like 3 or 4 times. And you're sitting there making deals with them. Wow. And they're looking at you as an equal, which is quite nice. You know? I feel important. So when you move from that going back to school, it's a thing like, oh, this is so boring, you know?
You wanna quit? You wanna drop out now?
Yo, that chat, we've had that chat many times.
Wow.
It's just become a joke now, because like it's so different. It's so different where you're like, flip. The guy's like, hey dude, do this, I want this, I'm gonna pay you that, you know. As long as you just deliver, and you sort of focus on wanting to deliver. Like when you're taking like an Uber back to school, it's like your mind is there. Then you get into your lecture, it's like
You're like, damn.
oh,
It's like everything slows down.
yeah. You're talking about the labor markets. You're like flip. but yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's sometimes bad. But I like focusing on the good parts of it.
Yeah.
It allows me to take a break from school, if anything. Being a student entrepreneur is something that I'd do again and again if I could. But yeah, it gives meaning. It gives me meaning. I did not come to Cape Town just to get it.
Yeah.
I came to actually do something for myself, do something for my family, do something just for South African journeys.
Yeah, I definitely feel you, man. Like, for me as well, like when I came here, like I didn't like know what I wanted to do and stuff like that. But I feel like once I started to like dream more and kind of see something more beyond what I'm doing, it kind of like energized me and gave me more life, because this place can be so like draining, and having something outside of school to look forward to can be so good for you. So I definitely like relate to you like on that part. You spoke about self-doubt, and that is like I've learned like that is literally like normal. Like it's normal for anyone like going into venture to like have self-doubt. But how do you overcome that? Because for some people it can be like bad that they stop. But fortunately for you and for your team, you didn't let that stop you. You know. So how did you overcome that?
So when it does happen, it's a thing of you need to tell the team, like guys, this is what I'm going through, as soon as you can, because they'll understand. We'll cover for each other.
Yeah.
Like hey, that thing that you had to do, just pass it, I'll do it. For this period, that already eases the pressure, and then like we sit, whether it's as a team or one-on-one. Because we are friends at the end of the day. We're like, hey bro, like, I don't know, I feel this way. And then somebody will talk to you. And then yes, your friends outside of the business as well. And yeah, that always helps. Just talking about it to someone, just to release. That has always helped. But also being mentally sharp. Like you've got to be at your best, like you need to sit down and meditate. No, I believe in meditation. Like you have to have your quiet time. You have to have a moment where you connect to whatever spiritual realm of life that you believe in. That helps calm you down just in general as a person who just move through life. It helps you tackle things far easier from a more grounded point of view. So that for me is really that's like prevention basically. So when I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but when shit hits the fan, you're ready. You're ready. But definitely always have a great support around you and keep your eyes on the big prize. Like flip. The slump that you're in now is gonna pass. At the end of the day, it's if you don't do it, chances are no one else will do it. And how don't deprive the world of
To entrepreneurs that are watching or people that want to pursue entrepreneurship, what advice would you give them? To like start and stuff like that.
Exactly that. Start.
Start.
Exactly that. I think we get so stuck in our minds thinking about possible things that could happen, things that won't happen, where you spend weeks, months doubting your idea, and you forget to actually start. I think that's the first thing. Just go out there and start. Another thing is definitely don't keep your idea to yourself. A lot of entrepreneurs in whatever field or space where they feel that their idea is so innovative that they keep it to themselves. They don't tell anyone. I want to patent it first. I want to make sure that my idea is protected. But you forget how cheap ideas are. Where if you come up with an idea, chances are you're probably not the first one.
One, two, yeah.
You'll find competitors everywhere. Yes, you might have a competitive edge. Then maybe you might want to consider, patenting your IP, etc. But that's when you actually have something.
Yeah.
I know like our idea is, yes, it might be like a novel or like a lot of people think it is, but there's nothing we can patent about it. There's no IP that we can protect. It's more once you've actually built something. So once you've actually built the platform fully, because like now we have what we call an MVP, which is a minimal viable product. Especially if you're going to tech, always have a minimal viable product where you don't have all the features that you're trying to put in. So that's at the stage that we're at, and it's done its job. We've signed on 206 developers. We've had like a few clients. We've recorded revenues north of 100K. In the space of 6 months, so so the MVP did its job, and small steps in the beginning, where especially those that want to go into tech, make a prototype, make an MVP, go into markets, test out how do people respond, because you have a lot of assumptions already about how people should respond or how people are going to respond, but chances are 70% of that will be wrong. And it's only when you go out there and get customer feedback. Hey guys, what did you like about this? What did you not like about that? And then your second version, then you start building what people wanted, what people asked for. And yes, don't fully listen to what people ask for, because sometimes people don't know what they want. Be really cognizant of that. But definitely start somewhere small. But as long as you're starting, and seek advice. That's very important. Yeah.
Cool, man. I hope you guys are listening. I want to go back to Zaio.
Yeah.
What is Zaio up to now? What are you guys doing?
So now it's a lot. So initially when we were just Gazi, we connected startups looking for affordable tech, student-led development teams. So basically what that means is that if you had a prototype or an idea that you wanted built, whether it's a website, app or mobile app, web app or mobile app, we just connect you to student developers. And then it would be a value exchange where the entrepreneurs getting a prototype that they can test in the market, and the student entrepreneurs getting experience, and they upskill themselves and they're getting paid. So after that, we realized, hey, Flip, once these students have built so many things, they're quite different to the rest of the peers. So when they walk into the working environment, it's not a thing of, okay, now I need to start applying what I learned in school. They were applying it while they were with us. So they're quite valuable in a sense. So we started thinking around recruitment, like pushing our devs over to like internships, first to get practical experience as well, and then getting full-time jobs. And then there was another startup on campus who was playing around that space, but they were dealing with accounting, developers, etc. So it was not just the one thing that we dealt with. We wanted to have a sort of partnership with them. It worked for a bit, and then it fell through. Then we decided, hang on, we could merge. So essentially the offering would be a bit more, would be different. So we decided, hey, let's rebrand as well, because their name was Korean names, ours was Gazi. Couldn't decide which name to keep, which one to throw out. So we
just had a new name. Which is why you changed to Zaio.
Cool. So now we focus on the whole journey of a student developer from first year all the way until they graduate. So there's a lot that we do offer on our platform now. So when you come on, you upskill yourself. So you work using learning material that you wouldn't really cover at school. So like there's certain coding languages that the industry professionals use that UCT doesn't teach. So like React, Ionic, Angular, etc. Here at UCT, I think you'll learn up to about like JavaScript or something, and then we provide you with those learning, not those resources, just because you're part of the platform. And then we do offer coding challenges to test your skills. So like, hey, can I do arrays? Can I do? Sorry, that's coding lingo. So there will be coding challenges that we have set ourselves, and then we allow companies to also post coding challenges to help them vet which students to like look at, etc. And then outside of that, we also offer company tours. I mentioned this earlier, where we get together students and then we take them to a company, and then they basically check out what it's like to work there. So they're there for like a day, and then it gives the company a chance to interact with student developers who they might want to have as interns at a later stage. There's also that where we allow process of hiring, the whole recruitment element of what we're doing, where internships as well as graduate jobs, companies are able to post that and hire student developers from our platform. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. So it's more.
Man, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work as well.
Yeah. But I can definitely say like you guys are doing amazing work. Like it's like I'm sitting here and I'm mind blown like that this is run by students. Like you guys are doing amazing. Like if I have to say so myself, like you are doing amazing. We've come to the end of the show, sadly enough, but if you can leave the viewers with a few words of wisdom, because I know I know you're like the philosopher of the group. So if you can like just leave them with a few words of wisdom about anything you want to say, I guess.
I think for me it's a thing of with anything that you guys do, make sure that it creates impact. Please don't just do something like for money or for fame, etc. Make sure that it creates impact, and don't think only just South Africa, because we get trapped in this bubble where we think we're literally the only country on this continent. Like with your solutions, think bigger, think African. Obviously try to get them global, but make sure they solve an African problem. And for me, those are really the ideas and the solutions that I've had. Those are the ones that I've been looking at. That's what we're trying to make Zaio.
Zaio, driving African innovation.
That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to follow Zaio on their social media platforms. The link will be in the description below. And also check out their website for more information about their business. If you liked the episode, make sure to share it with someone that you think might find it valuable. Until next time, peace.